Step in the fire. Step in the fire. Tape on the wrist, bruises on the knee. Up before the sun, still you gotta bleed. Tired little town, hot dust in your throat. You learn how to run, then you learn to float. Every eye's a test, every turn is a gate. Every night on the line, a chance to be great. No flame, no grace, still you show your face. One more round, one more climb, one more shot tonight. Rise, SinCity, rise, rise, rise. Steel in your lungs, fire in your eyes. Rise, SinCity, rise, rise, rise. Take what you earn and don't ask why.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sin City Indy Report. I am SinCitySteve, being joined, as always, by the man in the mask himself, RedJed. How the hell are you, man?
Doing wonderful, brother. And it is Friday the 13th, Junior.
Nice.
And it's time for some indie wrestling action, baby. Let's go. Rock and roll.
Hell yeah, man. We were looking forward to a lot this week, and dear God, the calendar, dude, there just wasn't enough room on it for all of the stuff that was available to us as professional wrestling fans this week. We are truly suffering from an embarrassment of riches. It's awesome.
Yeah, on top of everything else, the 4 major events from the weekend, from WWE, AEW, TNA, NXT, and then all the indie action we could take in. Woo, lots to digest.
Dude, insane. So yeah, let's just go ahead and just dive right on into this. And we are going to be talking about GCW's America's Most Wanted. First off, that's going to kick everything off. And dude, this show was an absolute blast. I enjoyed almost everything on this show, but I gotta say, man, on this show, there just so happened to be my independent wrestling match of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Any ideas what that was?
I have a feeling it was probably Leo Rush and Shotzi motherfucking Blackheart.
It's fine. Yeah. It's fine. Yes, Blackheart versus Blackheart. Leo Rush and Shotzi Blackheart stole the fucking show.
Sure
here at America's Most Wanted from the Ukrainian Cultural Center in Los Angeles. And dude, the thing is, yes, that match is going to take a lot of the steam, but there was a lot on this show too.
There sure was, from top to bottom. A lot of notable matches, a lot of notable things. Yeah, where do you start? I guess I'll start with the match of Joey Janela and Hollywood Haley J.
Jeez,
that one cooked.
Yeah,
Did it ever? Holy shit!
Janela beat the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
Just absolutely beat the fuck out of her.
No shit. Ooh.
You know, I think that, and you mentioned this, it's becoming very apparent that that Joey Janela has become the guardian or the measuring stick for GCW to see if, you know, if people can get over and if they can, you know, show what they really got. And yet again, Joey Janela putting over Hollywood Haley J. And she looked strong, man. She looked really good in this match.
Yeah.
And obviously came to the ring with her bottom bitch, as it were.
Yes. Yeah, and man, she bled and bled and bled some more. Took a shit kicking and then some. But yeah, made the comeback, dropped that big old foot to the face for the finish. And I was shocked. I mean, I thought, this was the first stuff from Hollywood Haley J and GCW for the most part. So I thought, okay, you know, she'll look good in there, but I still feel like Janela would probably go over, but it was not to be. And yeah, she looked very strong in there. I'm really interested to see where things go. Given how the weekend went, it felt like the women were really being highlighted and pushed into a different level. So I'm really intrigued to see where that goes from here. But yeah, great match. What a testament to the willpower of keeping it going when she was beat to shit, man.
She was leaking. She had a lot of blood flowing.
Yeah.
And it was she did the damn thing, you know.
It was an initiation set.
Yes, an initiation. That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
So elsewhere on this show, we did have Hook versus Atticus Cogar. And you kind of figured that this one would end somewhat in the direction that it did, with a no contest in exactly 15 minutes to the second.
Really? Huh,
exactly. Thank you, Cage Match. But yeah, man. So we saw a little bit of everything here. Yeah. Number one, Hook is over more in GCW than he is in AEW.
Yes,
we
sir.
plainly saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we were wondering if Hook was going to take the skewer spot, and sure as shit, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go. So, not only did he take the skewer spot, he gave a skewer spot. So
he did. Yeah, he was working his ass off in this match.
Dude,
to be honest with you,
he looked great in that ring.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping he comes back for some more. Things seem to be setting something up near the when the finish came in with the run-ins, with the interference.
Yep.
I feel like there's going to be a follow-up from that. We'll see where it goes. But
dude, it's pretty much obvious. It wouldn't surprise me if maybe even at your show, if they don't do Atticus, Otis, and Christian Napier versus Hook and Bust and the Brain.
Yeah, that definitely seemed to be set up. So that's got to be coming. Yeah, it might be Minneapolis. Very well. It's possible. There's something cooking in the air with that. So
absolutely. And obviously, I haven't seen any of the lineups. So
same. There really hasn't been anything. They have announced some talent for Minneapolis, but nothing's been set in stone as far as matchups yet. So,
okay. Yep. Gotcha. But yeah, man. So obviously, we mentioned a few of the matches on this show. Was there anything else that stood out to you on this show? I know that you got a feeling about a couple of things on here.
Yeah, tag championships was solid. A lot of B's in that one. Bust in the Brain and the Butcher in the Blade. Alliteratory madness in that match. Good stuff, though. I thought Butcher and the Blade looked great this weekend in both shows.
Yes.
So this was nice. This was really a good touch to the weekend. Seeing those guys back. It's been a while since they've been tagging. I know. I think the Blade was doing some stuff prior in some singles work, but then there must have been some injuries with these guys at some point or another. But good to see them back. They looked great. The Nick Gage and Starboy Charlie match was intriguing.
Talk about a fucking clash of styles, man. Holy shit.
Clash of styles and another shit kicking in addition.
Yeah.
In that one.
But dude, you got to hand it to Starboy Charlie. I mean, here he's an WWE ID talent. Or excuse me, he's WWE roster talent, excuse me. And and he's in there taking pizza cutter shots and all sorts of craziness from Nick Gage.
Yeah, bleeding his ass off. Yeah. Another juicer of a match. And then the main event was the scramble match. And I have a lot of feelings about this one.
You know what?
You do too.
Jed, you know what? I will allow you to let it rip. Feel free.
Let me tell you something. When you have a situation where a worker is put in a spot where essentially the worker doesn't do a single fucking thing in the match itself, and it's simply made to swerve the audience, and that said worker comes back in at the end, or is maybe a surprise at the end, and is added into a match last minute without doing any work. I'm telling you something, man. This shit is fucking whack. Wrestling, promoters, bookers, writers, there's nothing creative about this type of thing. I get it. You want to draw heat. You want to get people riled up. You want to piss them off. You want them to see that guy in question get his ass kicked. But let me tell you something. It doesn't work for me. It just doesn't fucking work for me. So Koger in the scramble match, Otis Koger starts the match, and this is a scramble match with multi people in this match. I think it was 6 of them. He basically starts the match and leaves. He just says, fuck it, I'm done. You think, okay, we're going to have a new champion. But then, sure as shit, everybody takes bump after bump, glass bumps, door bumps, barbed wire bumps, blood, fucking carnage. And then out comes back Otis Koger and throws Vipress through a glass shot, gets the win. And I'm pissed off, motherfuckers. Let me tell you, I don't get it. I just want to say, stop doing this professional wrestling. There's multiple promotions that do this, but right now GCW is the guilty party in this. I know WWE even had in it during a Money in the Bank event with Brock Lesnar years ago. I didn't like it then. I didn't like it now. I didn't like it when Koger won the Cage of Death either. Cage of Survival. I thought that was terrible booking. Motherfuckers, stop it. Like, if you're going to put a guy over, he's got to do the work at least a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm off it. I'm off it. But goddamn it. Whoa. Motherfucker. All right, I feel much better.
How was that? You feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling much
all right, good.
Get that out of my fucking bloodstream, brother.
All right, man. Yeah, you hit the nail very largely on the head. But I felt the exact same way. I actually saw this show a day before you did, and we had a bit of a back and forth, and I knew that you would have that type of an explosive reaction to the match, and because I felt largely the same way. As you had mentioned, Otis Koger defeated Anakin Murphy, JKM, shout out, by the way, Mr. Danger, Slade, and Vipress. Dude, this was only a 10-minute match, too.
Yeah, it was quick.
So it was a pretty quick match in terms of what GCW generally does with their ultra-violent matches.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't like the way that everything was set up because when Koger handed over the belt, it literally felt like he was just relinquishing it. Like, okay, so it's vacant from here out.
Yeah.
And then to come back and be like, haha, just kidding. I think that's kind of bullshit.
It totally is bullshit. I mean, I know wrestling is very loose in their rules and regulations and whatnot, but when a guy like basically says, I'm not going to be in this match, like that should be the honored thing of like, okay, then he's not in the fucking match.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was so irritated with this finish. Crowd hated it too. I mean, throwing shit in the ring like crazy.
Yeah. You know? I mean, one could say that it appears that they got good heat, but in any event,
I disagree. I don't think it was.
I don't quite agree with that. Yeah. The other thing that I'll say, I don't want to end this show on a bad note. Again, KJ Orso, Sam Stackhouse defeated Cowboy Way in a very, very, very solid match. These dudes beat the shit out of each other. Yeah. All 4 of these talents are doing great things in their current situation that they're in. And I think that there's a lot of runway left with KJ Orso and Sam Stackhouse, but also Cowboy Way. I think that they're a really solid team for sure.
They looked great here, and we'll get into it in a moment. But the next night, they looked fantastic. Yeah.
Let's just do that. Let's slide on in and talk about GCW Life of Crime coming to us from the Nile Theater in Phoenix, or I would say Phoenix, Arizona. It's Mesa, Arizona.
Tit for tat.
Whatever. Yeah. But I've seen shows at that venue and been fortunate to be part of shows at that venue. So, it was really cool to see GCW pack the Nile. Good times. But, as you mentioned, that freaking Cowboy Way match on this show against the Butcher and the Blade, sir.
Loved it.
This was a great 10-minute match of just clubbering and a bit of a hoss battle, man.
Yeah, they were just throwing down, and they were just like, fuck it, let's just go out there. Like you said, we got 10 minutes. Let's just get physical as fuck, and let's leave it all in the ring, and let's do an encore type of moment after the match where we're putting each other over, and everybody was it was a win-win.
Absolutely, dude. And one other thing that was really cool with this show, being here in Vegas, is there were a couple of local names or names that are no stranger to Vegas residents, as Hollywood Haley J that we mentioned earlier defeated Brooke Havoc in about 7 minutes. Both women looked great in this match. I think Brooke Havoc is a really underrated wrestler, and it's good that people are starting to take notice of what she can do in that ring. She's been doing a lot of really good stuff for a really long time.
Yeah, she looked great there. She worked babyface. Haley J went more in the heel route on that match.
Yeah,
but for good reason. I totally get it. So
it suits her, man. Like it's so natural to her. And then especially with what she did in Juggalo Championship Wrestling, which we'll talk about later on.
Yeah, she was all over the place this week, man. I tell you.
Yeah.
And then the other talent from Vegas, BYP.
Yes.
In that scramble match. Oh, yeah, that was great.
And in that scramble, Gringo Loco did pick up the win. And also in that match, though, Bobby Flacco, BYP, as you had mentioned, Iron Kid, Resplendor, and Vengador. And, dude, I got to say, and I'm not just saying this to say it, they put BYP over pretty solid on commentary and a really good showing with what he did in that GCW ring.
I was impressed. Yeah, I thought he got some good spots in that scramble match. There was a spot in that scramble match, I don't know if you saw it, but a fan got absolutely jacked.
Dude.
Oh, my God. Wow. Word to the wise, when you're in front row, get the fuck out.
Yes.
Don't sit there, wait for them to fucking fall on you like you are going to fucking take a fucking bump.
Yeah. You're going to be the cushion to someone's fall.
Yeah, and inadvertently, it was more like a kick to the face off of
yes.
Like
in this case, it was a kick to the face. But
yeah, Vengador.
My God.
Launched off and overwent the spot and sure shit, bang. Yeah, I hope that fan is all right, but that was a rough one.
Oh, I'm sure. You know that it made that fan's night, dude.
Probably,
yeah.
Yeah,
he's still talking about that
make
shit.
Sure. Yeah, right. They're just double checking to make sure there was no, concussion or some sort of shit.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was quite a moment in that match. Woo.
Yeah, man. And elsewhere on this show, man, we did actually have a tag team title match. As pretty much all of the gold in GCW was in the ring at one time, as Busta and the Brain went against Vandal 48, Atticus Cogar, and Otis Cogar. Obviously, Atticus, the world champion, and Otis being the ultra-violent champion. This match went to, stop me if you've heard this one before, no contest.
Fuck finish central all the way on this one. Hey, at least I thought that they were going to lead this into them actually getting the titles from Busta and the Brain.
That's what I thought too.
Finish. So at least that didn't happen because that would have pissed me off to no fucking, But, and it did set up KJ Orzo and Sam Stackhouse against Busta and the Brain for one of the next big GCW events coming up here. I think it's like in a couple weeks. Yeah. So will we? That
wouldn't surprise me if that's when they pull the trigger on the title change.
I think so. I get a feeling that they're really invested in Orso and Stackhouse, so that would make sense.
Well, and rightfully so, man. Absolutely. They're a great act.
Yeah, great shit for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Most definitely. Elsewhere on this show, man, we had our usual GCW bloodletting ritual with Nick Gage and Slade versus Shotzi Blackheart and Viperous. Oh. And the guys beat the fucking dog shit out of the girls for about 12 minutes.
It was kind of uncomfortable to say the least. I was a bit like, ooh, this is a bit much. I think Shotzi got really fucked up.
Yeah, she got a big old gash in her head from a pizza cutter.
Yeah, she took a bad bump. I think it was to the floor on chairs.
Yes,
like a power bomb spot that looked really fucking sick.
Yeah.
I thought the women should have went over in this match. Personally, I felt like the story they were trying to tell was such that after the match, Nick Gage was putting these women over. Well, if you want to put them over, put them fucking over.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
have them take the fall. Yeah, have them win.
There was no reason Nick Gage needed to hulk up at the end of this match and fucking beat the fuck out of Shotzi and call it a day. I'm just saying.
I agree with you, but something else on this show that we really should talk about, dare I say, was this seemingly the first ever win for Anakin Murphy as he defeats Joey Janela?
Yeah.
Every time that Anakin Murphy's on a show, he just gets the fucking shit kicked out of him.
And leave it to Joey Janela to once again another talent over every fucking weekend, sometimes 2 a weekend, as we got with this one. Jesus, Lord have mercy, he is on a roll.
Yeah, man.
He's gonna put over every talent in this company by the fucking end of the summer at this rate.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, bro. It would not surprise me at all.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, something else.
But and then the only other thing that we didn't mention on this show was the opening contest with Mr. Danger and Starboy Charlie, and Starboy Charlie doing 2 jobs over the weekend.
I wonder if that's the on the way out type of thing.
Yep,
I would assume so.
I could see that, and again, I think they're heavily trying to build Mr. Danger, so that would make a lot of sense.
Absolutely. Yep, I think that's it for him.
Yeah, absolutely, and then he's off to the land up over wherever they're based now. If it's Florida, if it's whatever.
The land of the
into the PC, as it were.
Indeed.
Yeah. Obviously, I know it's in Orlando. So anyway, let's turn the page just a little bit here. Jed, tell me about the Battle of Gotham. And you had mentioned that this was a show that we were looking forward to. So talk to me about the Battle of Gotham.
Yes, so we got some answers. There's been many questions leading up to what the Battle of Gotham is, how long it's going to be, what it's going to entail. Right off the outset of this episode, they did define it. So the Battle of Gotham is going to be 4 weeks of Gotham wrestling. So this is the first week of a 4-week crescendo of higher tier matches. Call it an upper level type of show for Gotham. So the first week did not have the skyscraper match here this week, folks. Not yet. We've been talking about this skyscraper match for a while. They haven't officially said when exactly this match is going to be, but knowing that we have 4 weeks of the Battle of Gotham, I think it's fair to say we're going to see it in about 3 weeks from now, or somewhere around those lines. Probably the last week of this taping scenario. So this week we got a few things, though, that were still pretty cool. There was a first ever gimmick match, and I recall of this ilk, this type has been done before, but it was not done in the way that this was done. So this was a trash bag match. What the fuck is a trash bag match? Think of a dumpster match, only you have a smaller size than a dumpster, about half of the size. And you can put maybe 4 or 5 trash bags in this little mini dumpster with wheels. You can cart it off and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, about the same size as it would fit maybe a 1 worker or maybe 2 workers potentially. Anyhow, the gimmick of this match was it was a tag match, and you had to throw your competitors in this bin, and then you actually had to cover them with trash, and that was the finish.
What?
So, yeah. Yeah. It was a trash bag match, a first ever.
My God.
Yeah. So we had Dan Parker and Brent Ryan Gosling in there against the team of Gunk. Gunk is Gunk. Yes, the team of Gunk. This must be their key match or their key gimmick they're going to use from now on. Undertaker has his coffin match, things like this. This is Gunk's match.
Their trademark match.
Yes, their trademark match. Casanova Valentine and Rob McKnight Gunk. And they won, of course, the match.
Of course.
And yeah, it was kind of a trashy match. I mean, there wasn't really much to it. The spots trying to get this thing figured out, getting them in this like little mini dumpster was kind of contrived. But hey, first time for everything in wrestling, as we know. So
yeah,
there you go. Also, main event on this show was interesting as well. It was Richard Holiday against Aaron Rourke, who was the WWE Evolve champion.
Yeah.
So interesting. I did not expect to see that, and they actually talked about that heavily in commentary, that he was the Evolve champion. He did not have the championship with him, although he was champion by this time. This was just taped earlier in the month. So, yeah, and Aaron Rourke did go over in the main event over Richard Holiday in a really solid main event.
That's dope, man. And real quick, I want to give a shout out to Panda the Torture Clown. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. It's great having you as part of the stream. So Feel free, blast your thoughts in the chat, man. We'll keep the dialogue running.
For sure. Yeah, and then the one other thing on Gotham was they replayed this as well this week on Championship Wrestling, the UWN flagship. But we got Big Mama and Brittany Brooks from Sunday Night Slam they talked about a week or two ago. They aired that on 2 of the UWN shows this week to showcase that match because it was very, very good. So really, kudos to Brittany Brooks, man. She's really showing out and getting the coverage from this match on the UWN shows in this manner is very cool.
That's really cool to see, man. It's only a matter of time until Brittany gets the call, and hopefully we can start to see her on a recurring role on one of the big national promotions.
Yeah, it's coming soon. So but yeah, that was kind of in a nutshell Gotham. But I thought a little better of a show than usual this week, and they didn't announce anything next week, but I'm sure it's going to be a little bit of an elevated episode compared to the other ones with this Battle of Gotham gimmick that they got going on.
All right, man. Yeah. Sounds good. And let's go ahead and while we're talking about a UWN brand, something that's under that umbrella is Memphis Wrestling. Oh, yeah. And this week we had the culmination of the Big Vito storyline and the corporate takeover with Hollywood Jimmy Blaylock, the Hollywood Clique, and whether or not Memphis Wrestling was going to be saved from these power-tripping, evil egomaniacs. And, yeah, man, without any further adu, who knew that the mystery partner for Derek King and Ray Sanders would be Psycho Simon, who was quite the sight to behold for sure.
Memphis knew him. I didn't know him, but he was.
I had no idea, but he was over like fucking Rover, bro.
He was very over. The crowd popped when he showed up. I'm like, who the fuck's this guy? But yeah, he made it well known in his intentions. They were teasing that he must have been a heel previously.
Yeah.
So they were teasing which side is he on, and then he took out the Hollywood Clique and basically helped the babyface side of Memphis Wrestling win this match and win control back to the company. So there you go.
Yeah, and I find it interesting. We've talked on several shows about Big Vito and how he in 2026 is quite frankly experiencing a career renaissance.
Oh my God, yeah.
Which is pretty fucking wild to say. I can safely tell you that I did not think midway through this year that I would tell you that Big Vito would be one of the better characters that we're watching on televised wrestling during the week. Yeah. But I'll be shocked as shit. That is absolutely the case.
I'm shocked just as much as you, man. He looked good in this match. He performed very well in his run here in Memphis Wrestling. His role was very unique and very centralized in the storyline, and it was a nice springboard of making this storyline more meaningful.
Yeah.
I was impressed. So then we have Memphis Wrestling and King Cobra back in control of the company. Cameras go off for us watching on YouTube. However, after the fact, there was an extra segment that aired for the members only of their YouTube membership, and it did drop a few days after the fact. But this KAW company, this faction, this organization, this rival organization, basically invaded Memphis Wrestling and beat up Ray Sanders and Derek King and I think
everybody.
Cobra, man.
They left everybody laying, dude.
Yeah. Dustin
Kick-ass Wrestling showed up and did just what their name said. They kicked everyone's ass.
They did. Yeah, they had some rough-looking fuckers on that crew.
Jesus,
man.
bro.
A little bit rusty around the edges, but hey, I'm still involved. I'm into it, man. We'll see where it goes. I mean, we got a new direction for Memphis Wrestling with this storyline, so we'll see where it goes. I'm into it,
man.
I like the execution of it. I thought was very well done.
I like how they planted seeds for it. A couple of weeks ago, and then like this week they actually ran, the week before this they actually ran like an ad for KAW to again further that planting of the seed, so that when they showed up, you knew that stuff was going to happen. And then they said that they would make their presence felt this week. Lo and behold, they did immediately after that ladder match. And we've got our next big story arc in Memphis Wrestling. But that wasn't the only notable thing on the show, man. As there's now a new Memphis Wrestling Women's Champion in the form of Raven Black, defeating Diana Taylor for that championship to kick off the show.
One last edict from Hollywood Jimmy to fuck up another match before he lost control. So he basically allowed Diana Taylor to get her ass fucking handed to her in a disqualification fashion, basically. And then he just kind of restarted the match. He said, "Oh, this match is no disqualification. Sorry." And sure as shit, then Raven Black goes over.
Dusty finish, and it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was
quite
contrived.
In reverse, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Yep. And we also had new tag champs. Which was shown on this episode as well.
Absolutely, we did. So Kevin White and Gavin White are the new tag team champions in Memphis Wrestling as they dethroned the Business Dogs.
Oh, the dogs went down. Oh my God. And interesting note on this match, they did show us from Jackson, Tennessee. The entire card of that show, particularly, it was like a house show. They did drop it on YouTube as well. So that is there in its entirety, separately from the Memphis Wrestling episode. And another thing from this match is Gavin of the White team, Gavin and Kevin White. This actually was his first match ever.
Yeah, his first match.
Wow.
And he wins a tag championship in an Indy, where his dad has built quite the legacy for him.
Yeah, so, man, he
pretty awesome.
He didn't look terrible in there. I thought he looked fine for his first match out. So good shit.
Completely agreed.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then we had the contract signing with Tim Bosby and Mike Anthony. So that's coming up, I believe, this coming weekend on Memphis Wrestling TV.
Yep,
so that'll be fun.
They're definitely positioning Anthony as being the one to take that title, man. And dude's got a great look. Yeah. You can never say that guy doesn't put time in the gym, brother. He is fucking yoked.
Yeah, man. He really stands out as one of the guys who's really taken it seriously in this company more than anybody. I mean, he's jacked and cuts a good promo, good intensity in the ring. Yeah, all good stuff. And in fact, Mike Anthony and Tim Bosby had a kind of a prep match. A lot of times they're in house shows. They'll set these matches up. They'll run them on the circuit a bit. So we got yet another entire house show on Memphis Wrestling's YouTube earlier this week. It was from Little Rock, Arkansas. And during that card, which is on their YouTube site, Anthony and Bosby did like a prep match on that show. It went into a disqualification finish, and nothing was really settled in it. But it does set up this match coming up this weekend pretty nice. So awesome. So that was cool. Also to note, from that Little Rock, Arkansas separate episode, we had another interesting match. And that was the main event on that one. And this was from a baseball park in Little Rock, Arkansas. Very unique venue, very unique vibe. But we got Marco Stunt against of all people, Grand Metalik, formerly of WWE. Unbelievable.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, this was wild. This was different. The crowd was way into this too. You can see it in this picture. They're just literally setting this. So this is like the outfield area, the outfield deck.
That's
and
dope.
They had this ring on the concourse of the outfield area.
Hell yeah.
You know, up on the top beyond the field and stuff. But very unique setting, pretty decent sized crowd. I'm sure they just basically told everybody who stayed or was at this baseball game, hey, stay after the show. Got free wrestling show coming up here. And yeah, it was fun. Marco Stunt and Grand Metalik. I never thought I'd see this match, much less at a ballpark, much less for Memphis wrestling. So, hey, it was all good though. I really enjoyed it. So.
Hell yeah, man. Pro wrestling in 2026, unpredictable as ever.
Oh, for sure.
Gotta love it, man. All right, so let's go ahead and turn over now to talk about MLW Fusion. This was episode 201 as we start to work toward the next milestone. And, you know, this one got off and running pretty quick as Zamaya, speaking of local familiarity, Zamaya defeated Priscilla Kelly in about 3 minutes. Dude, this was an absolute fucking squash.
I couldn't believe it. I thought there'd be something more to it, but yeah, she squashed her ass.
Yeah.
Wow.
I could not believe it. One hell of a testament to what Court and everybody at MLW thinks of Zamaya.
Yeah, they're gonna keep moving with her, man. We're gonna see Shotzi and Zamaya. It's just a matter of time. Probably sooner than later at this point.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And you know what? I've got to say though, dude, my fucking show stealer for this episode of Fusion, without a doubt, was the MLW National Openweight Championship match between Austin Aries and Diego Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it was 10 minutes, but it was a jam fucking packed 10 minutes. These guys brought it.
Yes, so good. Diego Hill, man, he's got something in him.
Solid, man.
Yeah, dude, he's got something going.
Yeah.
And I just love what Austin Aries is doing right now in this company. He's really representing well. He's really standing out.
Speaking of career renaissance, man.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely he's hitting some strides.
Yeah.
I really like what he's doing in here. Also, I just on the outset of the episode, MLW has a new, I don't know if they're going to have this in every episode, but a new intro.
Yeah.
I thought that was an excellent showcase intro of the history of MLW, the talent, the characters they've had, their intentions, their vibe. I thought that new slogan, choose violence. I think it's all good, man. I love it.
I love the new tagline.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, and Paul Walter Hauser was on his show, and basically a squash match with his new gimmick. The Mercenary.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that goes. I remember he was showcasing that on WrestleMania week.
Yeah,
and some matches in Vegas too. So yeah, very interesting turn there for Paul.
I was gonna say, keep in mind, so this show was taped at Center Stage Theater in Atlanta. Back in March. So this was right around that same time where Paul Hauser was doing that mercenary gimmick. So it completely get that. But hey man, let's talk about the main event of this show. Matt Riddle and Trevor Lee as Riddle picks up the win. Dude, solid freaking work rate in this match too. Again,
Trevor Lee, also in MLW, has really stood out in every match he does. It's he
looks fantastic too.
Yeah, he's putting in the fucking work.
He looks fantastic.
Yeah. He AAW in Chicago, he looked great. Here in MLW, looks fantastic. I'm glad he's getting the spots. I'm glad he's getting the attention. He's really bringing it.
Hell yeah, man. And obviously, looking at the graphic here, what do you think about that new Contra Mercs faction?
Yeah, man, I like it. It's a unique faction.
Yeah. Super unique, man.
I think Contra needs somebody else on their side too to really take their side up a little bit. We got Kushida and Okinawa or whatever his name is, but man, they need a big dude. I don't know who it is, but we'll see where they go with it. But there's got to be a little bit of more balance. If you're going to have 4 and then 4 against 4 scenario, who else are you going to put in there? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And solid stuff this week from MLW. Anything else that you would want to touch on from this show?
Hammerstone got knocked the fuck out by Riddle.
Yep.
So that's coming up. The Bishop Dyer thing apparently is kind of partially a shoot.
Yeah, he got injured. This was actually right around the same time that he was doing the stuff for WXM in India. Right. And he got shoot injured there. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. No, this was I got my wires crossed. It wasn't WXM. It was WSW in Australia.
Australia, right?
Yeah, it was in those Australia shows.
Yep. And I believe I read some stuff at some certain time, and I do remember seeing something that Dyer does end up getting replaced in the skyscrapers.
Okay.
So that's coming up down the road. I think they know Dyer's status, and we know Dyer's status a little bit too. There has been conversations and rumors that maybe he is possibly going back to WWE at some point. So I think that's a play on that as well.
Yeah.
But all indications are MLW is making plans moving forward with a different Skyscrapers team. So
damn.
I don't know where they're going to go, but it's interesting that they're putting that out there because I feel like it's partially a shoot that Dyer is not committed to the company. So I don't know. It's weird.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shall see. But something else that went down that we got to talk about is the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships changing hands as LFI travel to CMLL and drop those titles to El Sky Team, Mystico and Mascara Dorada. Mm-hmm. Say whatever you will about Sammy Guevara, but him being in this tag team with Beast Mortos, I think has really done a lot of good for him. Yeah. And this match was great by all 4 of these guys. Wow. There wasn't any kind of quirkiness or anything, out and out weird that went down. All 4 of these guys executed all of their spots. And as I said, Sky Team picking up the win, and they carried those belts with them to Forbidden Door. Mm-hmm. And, all because Beast Mortos unfortunately could not get his visa situation straightened out. So
that's too bad. But what we got out of it was a phenomenal match.
Great match, dude.
Yeah, this was last Friday. I think originally it was in Ariza, Mexico. Yeah, and man, the first part of the match was like getting that heat going, getting the crowd going a little bit. Sammy Guevara was doing some theatrics a little bit and whatnot to kind of get the crowd riled up. So it built that crowd energy. And then that second half of this match just went in full throttle mode. There was some great spots. The crowd at Arena Mexico, if I could go anywhere,
yes,
maybe Tokyo Dome too would be also up right
1A, 1B.
But 1A, 1B, Arena Mexico, Tokyo Dome. I need to go to a show sometime in my life here because every time I watch something like this and the crowd is just involved, I want to be there. And this was just another example of that, like, oh my God, this energy of this match was just so good.
Hell
and this was the main event this week on Ring of Honor's weekly show on Honor Club. So that just aired tonight, as a matter of fact.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep. This just aired tonight on there. Yeah.
I was going to say, anything else of note from that show?
Yeah, there was a few things. Let me see here. Zeta Steel went over Cassie Lee of The Inspiration in a decent match. Cassie Lee put over Zeta very strong. Good. I think there's some respect there. This was an interesting match of a talent I had seen much of in Ring of Honor. Kieran Gray he worked against Anthony Ogogo. I thought that was a kind of an intriguing bout. There wasn't much to it, but just some different talent in there that were kind of new to me. Also, another new talent that I've not seen in Ring of Honor yet was Keegan Garland, who is Scott Garland's son.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was in this in a 6-man against the Premier Athletes in Beef. It was Keegan Garland, LJ Cleary, who we know as well. I think we saw him in Vegas in a match or two as well, and Aaron Dallas. So they worked against the Premier Athletes in Beef. And that was not a bad match either, a nice showcase match for some new talent. Keegan Garland even came out with the old Too Cool theme.
Oh, shit.
It must be public domain or something.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, it has to be.
A lot of those themes that were not Jim Johnson creations, like the most infamous one is the Hardy Boys. Just having that public domain music. MJF's theme is actually public domain too.
Yep. So good deal. It was a little bit of a surprise to see that. And Action Andretti also was on this show, looking really strong. He worked against Alex Reynolds. He beat down Alex Reynolds. That got the Dark Order, remaining members of the Dark Order, Evil Uno, and what's his name? The bald-headed short guy from Dark
John
Order.
Silver.
John Silver came out as well to kind of take care of it. And Action Andretti got in with them, and then showed up Leo Rush with the Rainbow Umbrella to scare off Action Andretti. So we are definitely going to have a follow-up with Leo Rush and Action Andretti. There also was a vignette on this episode of Leo Rush. I think it was like a vignette basically where it was kind of explaining why Leo Rush's title was turning into black. Black kind of like soot kind of thing. They did like a vignette with that, kind of playing up on that, where Leo Rush was trying to touch the title and he was setting smoke on it and all kind of wacky-do shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, I love it. Indeed, I love it. Perfect.
Dude, I love the character work that Leo Rush is doing. It's absolutely fantastic right now.
It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, love it.
Hell yes, man. And so next, let's go ahead and let's turn the page, man, and let's talk about the UWN Championship Wrestling shows. And what do you got for me from these, man?
Yeah, so UWN Championship Wrestling from this week. A couple things really stood out. Once again, BYP showed up here, and he worked against Evan Daniels in an excellent match.
That's awesome.
BYP was given a lot of shine in this match. Very competitive bout. Evan Daniels did go over, but it was really cool to see BYP in there again. Representing Vegas, representing FSW, the new FSW champion, making waves all over the place in the indie scene. Just awesome stuff.
You love to see it, man.
Yeah.
You love to see it. He's 19 years old, and he's absolutely crushing it.
He is. Just give him another couple of years, and who knows where the fuck he's going to be. Let me tell you. Wow. Also, main event was Ray Jazz going over Bateman. So you had another Vegas talent.
Yep.
Transcendence was also on this show. We're familiar with Transcendence.
Again, more Vegas familiarity.
Yep, part of the Avantage with Evan Daniels. So they were all over the show from top to bottom. Once again, the Transcendence were teasing being broken up or breaking up with Evan Daniels. Evan Daniels is playing kind of like the holier than out kind of character, where he's kind of bossing these two guys around. They're kind of sick of Evan Daniels' shit. So Transcendence are probably going to be breaking away from Evan Daniels shortly and turning babyface. Another sign of this is that they lost pretty handily to a team called Delirium, who are managed by Karma, a woman we saw in Vegas as well at the Container Park show.
Yeah.
And they went over Transcendence. Delirium did.
Okay.
Yep. And then also, like I talked about on Gotham, on this episode, we got that Brittany Brooks and Big Mama match from Sunday Night Slam one more time.
That's awesome.
So, she's just getting all over the place.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, so it was good stuff this week on Championship Wrestling.
Awesome, dude. Well, let's go ahead and just keep the same type of a vibe going. Let's talk about NWA Power. And according to the graphic, man, two-time world champion Trevor Murdoch says goodbye.
Well, It's pro wrestling, brother. So while the graphic may say that, what happened was something completely fucking different. So, as Power started on Comet weeks ago, we recall that Trevor Murdoch basically retired, did a speech, and he seemingly retired. And they even, let it marinate. They let it sit for a while. And I thought, okay, he's legit retired. They had him mentoring a kid, like a trainee guy from the NWA power plant or training camp or whatever. So all indications were that, okay, he's done. This is legit. This was a legit retirement. Hell no, it was not. On this episode, Kyle Davis interviewed Trevor Murdoch, and it was kind of a send-off. And the crowd treated it like it was a send-off, and Trevor Murdoch did a speech like it was a send-off. Then out comes, of all people, Mike Knox, who has been kind of aligned with Trevor Murdoch for a while in the NWA, and he brought a package out, or a gift to Trevor Murdoch. And during Trevor Murdoch's speech, there was a lot of discussion about Harley Race. And, Trevor Murdoch came from Harley Race's training school, and he was, trained by him and all this kind of stuff. So there was a lot of homaging Harley Race and things of that nature. So Trevor Murdoch opens this box, and it's a king crown, and it is a king robe. And it's like, what's going on here? He puts the robe on, and then he proclaims, I can't believe any of you people fell for this. You're the dumbest motherfuckers out there. I would never retire. You are all stupid as hell, and now you have to bow down to me.
Of course.
King Trevor Murdoch the First. Yes, and Mike Knox and Kyle Davis. Well, Mike Knox forcibly forced the interviewer Kyle Davis to bow down to him. So that's the new thing, is Trevor Murdoch has turned heel, and he is now doing King Harley Race's gimmick as a king. King Trevor Murdoch the First.
That's wild, man.
Who would have thought that would have happened? As far I get him coming back is one thing, but as in a king gimmick?
With a king gimmick, yeah.
The RedJed
King Trevor. All right.
King Trevor. Yeah, I'm not sold that this is going to fly, that this is going to connect, but we'll see what he does with it. So
yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. So anything else of note on NWA?
Yeah, a few things. The Pope was on MWA this week. Haven't seen him in a while.
Nice.
Pope worked against Richard Adonis and cheated to win. He's at this point where he needs help from some tag team that has white masks. We don't really know what their deal is, but they're interfering for the Pope. It's kind of a faction thing they're doing. Mims is with them as well. Also on the show, Eric Smalls, a mini wrestler, worked against Big Cuz, kind of a monster wrestler. So once again, you got that David and Goliath vibe. He lost that match to Big Cuz. Mike Mondo worked against Eric Idle for the national championship. That was a decent match. This match involved Hillbilly Silas Mason helping Eric Idle from a bunch of chicanery, and that brought out Kerry Morton, who then attacked Silas Mason briefly. So that's setting up their encounter coming up, which is still on the horizon for the NWA title. And then in the main event, the NWA tag titles were on the line as the Country Gentlemen went over the team of Tom Latimer and El Dragon Nihan. And then after the match, El Dragon Nihan turned on Tom Latimer. And that was a long time coming. They've been teaming for a little bit, but you could sense that something was going to go down. And sure as shit it did, El Dragon Nihan turned heel on Latimer. And is running with this crew of, I don't know, misfit toy kind of thing. I don't know. They're like kind of these, I don't know. They're managed by a guy who reminds me of the character of, have you ever heard of the movie The Island of Dr. Moreau?
Oh, yeah.
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 It's like the main character from that movie, like this guy who's just like running like all kinds of weird shit,
experimentations and shit.
Yeah. So yeah, that was NWA this week. There was a lot going on, but that Trevor Murdoch thing was probably the cake of it all. So
And speaking of, we'll talk about him here in just a second, but yeah, saw an ad this week for NWA Power on Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
So I found that to be pretty interesting that, we're having other promotions advertise on JCW. So
yeah, I was pleasantly surprised to see that on the cross promotion. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, let's pivot, and I'll talk briefly about 1FW, One Fall Wrestling. This week's episode was another 45-minute quick shot that continued the build for Summer Stage 2, which is going to be their next high-profile event. And in the opening match, had a bit of trios action as Il Cartello Grillo defeated the Frat House. And, doesn't matter if it's AEW, doesn't matter if it's Ring of Honor, doesn't matter if it's One Fall Wrestling. One thing is for sure, and that is that Preston Vance is going to be taking losses.
Oh, God. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Dude, obviously the heels cheat to win in this trios match, which was a pretty solid back and forth. But Hayden Seal grabbed some brass knucks and popped Preston Vance in the face. And the rest is history. Gets pinned 1, 2, 3. Yeah, dude. Wow. Preston Vance, there was a point in time where Tony Khan was looking for him to be the next big thing. Yeah. And, put him in the Dark Order, did this whole long backstory with vignettes and the whole deal. And it just never got off the ground.
Yeah.
He never got off the ground, man.
Never got in the second gear. Yeah.
No. But, elsewhere on this show, there was also a steel cage match, which they gave these ladies some time, which was good to see. It was Angelica Risk defending against Remy Reed in a rematch. And this one was a pretty solid match. Went 20-ish minutes of this show. And the only complaint that I really have is, again, you have some fuckery in the finish because, of course, why wouldn't you?
Of course.
There was another competitor in the women's division, Hyena Hera, who came out, and they've been teasing a feud with her and Remy Reed. So Remy Reed looks like she's going to escape the cage because, yes, this was another one of those 80s blue steel cages.
Oh.
So, yeah, one of the rules being that you can't escape from the door. And obviously the age-old trope, the cage door gets opened, Hyena Hera runs down and slams the cage door into Remy Reed's face and knocks her out as she is basically out of the cage, just a couple of inches off the ground. And Angelica Risk kind of vaults over her and steals the win in the main event. Oh. But it was a pretty solid match.
Cool.
But yeah, again, building to Summer Stage 2. So One Fall Wrestling, they've been doing some good stuff, man. If you're looking for a quick hitter type of a show, something that you don't have to devote 3 or even 2 hours to, and still get some pretty solid action, One Fall Wrestling has been delivering for quite some time. And they're also on Triller, but now they are on my AEW as well. So feel free to check that out. But Jed,
yes, sir.
Let's talk a little bit about Rising with OVW.
Yes, let's get into it. OVW Rising last night. Yeah, a few things stood out as usual. There was a tag title match that ended up coming out of the at the top of the banner here. The Eric Surge and Anthony Toatelli against the Jake Painter and Jake Lawless. That turned into a 3-way match when the tag champions, the Only Bros, doing what kind of gimmick is, I don't know. It's like a parody of OnlyFans, but they're not.
Jeez.
They're not doing the OnlyFans. I don't know. It's a weird gimmick, the Only Bros, but they get it. They can put it into that match. It's a 3-way match. They end up going over as well. Their gimmick is kind of like they're underachievers that are getting lucky at every step. So that's pretty much what they're kind of goofy comedy wrestlers a little bit. But anyway, yeah, they ended up retaining the tag championships in that one. Also, there was a really goofy ass deal of an angle that happened on this show, and that was during the match with Joey. Let me see if I get her name right. Joya Blake. I've never seen this worker. She looked good in there, but this was my first look at this talent, and she worked against Noelle the Marionette. Noelle the Marionette's kind of got a horror gimmick going on, kind of like a tortured soul kind of thing. And there's been this storyline that's been coming up in OVW lately where Noelle would see things like in the bathroom on the writing in the mirror, like saying, "You need to go," or "Noelle, you're about to die," or all these like threats. She's getting all these threats from a mystery person. So Noelle during this match is about to go over, and then over the loudspeaker, some woman is like disparaging her. "Noelle, you're terrible. You're worthless. You're garbage. You're horrible. You need to go. You're all this shit." So Noelle gets all discombobulated about it, and she leaves, and costs her the match essentially. She just walks off the match. So more to come on that, but a very weird angle. You don't know who exactly is doing this. So there's that mystery kind of component to it, of like the whodunit type of thing. Mm-hmm. I like it because it's like an episodic storytelling type of thing. We'll find out a little bit more about it next week, I'm sure. So that was interesting. Also, Steven Steele was once again all up in the business this week, and he worked against the other member of the Sin City Outlaws, and his name is Mad Dog Martin. And there's a storyline. So last week, Steven Steele took on Luke Hartman. That was the other guy from the Sin City Outlaws. And last week, there was a little bit of a deal with the Sin City Outlaws valet, Jamie Hartman. She was kind of hitting on Steven Steele, and Steven Steele was kind of getting fresh with her a little bit. And there was this like kind of thing going on. And this week that was followed up upon, and Steven Steele approached her in a segment in the back and said, "What's up with you? What are you doing with me? Why are you playing these games with me?" And Jamie Hartman once again sets him up, and she says, "Well, why aren't you asking me out on a date? And why aren't we getting together and all this kind of stuff?" And it was all just a setup to kind of lure him back in, so the Sin City Outlaws could take over. And there was some of that chicanery in this match as well. But long story short, Steven Steele did go over once again, looked strong. So this storyline appears to be over, but I think there's still something in the mix with this valet, Jamie Hartman, and Steven Steele that they'll probably follow up with. So they had that going on. Also, Cal Hero worked against Ashton Adonis. That was the main event, strong match. It was a very solid main event. And then we had a promo from Kevin Thorne after that match to once again set up Cal Hero and Kevin Thorne. And apparently Kevin Thorne's gimmick is going to be 7. It must have been one of his old personas. Mm-hmm. So that's the gimmick he's going to be working in there against Cal Hero coming up. So they announced that as well. That's by and large what mostly happened for highlights on OVW Rise this week.
Okay, awesome, man. Yeah, and OVW, they're a brand that we consistently talk about, and they consistently put on great stuff. Mm-hmm. So whether it's the weekly shows or their larger supercard events, you gotta love that, man. They're doing a lot of great things, and obviously bigger companies are taking note, as is the case with TNA signing their deal with them. Yep. So great things in the works for OVW.
Yep, and still no signs of anything on the show of anything TNA getting in the mix. Nothing's changed really. Everything seems pretty much the same vibe, the same booking, the same direction so far. So
awesome.
Stay tuned on that.
Stay tuned indeed. All right, Jed, let's talk about our main event. Juggalo Championship Wrestling. And guess what, man? Jasmine St. Clair, she's pregnant. and they got
Ooh.
50 daddy candidates.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
this storyline is just gonna be lunacy. It is going to be absolute fucking lunacy.
It's all the way lunacy. Yeah.
It's gonna be so fun to watch, man.
Yeah, the opening segment with this was just fucking goofy. The verbiage, Violent J's verbiage, Jasmine St. Clair's verbiage, this doctor, Fada?
Calling her Jabba the slut.
Yeah, yeah, all of this shit. Oh my God, it just in the segment with the workers in the back and just everything involving this was all the way lunacy, all the way Russo. Yeah, it was fucking wonderful.
Dude, I did love the fact that Violent J popped himself with one of his disses toward Jasmine St. Clair.
Yes.
And he literally had to stop his promo because he popped himself.
Yes.
Anytime that happens is just expertly done.
It's awesome. Yep. Yeah, it made it memorable, definitely. Also on this show, more to come with the Jasmine St. Clair. Nothing got settled.
Even though they said we're going to find out by the end of the show.
Yeah.
Of course true
not.
to fashion, they didn't, just to keep that hook set.
Yep, for sure. One thing that kind of got, we'll see, I think kind of got settled was the Vito's guys may be on their way out.
Yes. I noticed that as well. It's almost like as if the entire Luciano family is going to be leaving Juggalo Championship Wrestling, except for Big Vito maybe sticking around.
Right. I thought so. There was a kind of an episodic thing that happened on the show from start to finish where Vito was really pissed at Sally Boy because Sally Boy fucked it up and allowed Violent J to find the other member of the Brothers of Funstruction, who we still haven't seen back yet. I thought that was going to happen on the show.
I thought for sure that he would make the save or something like that.
That's what I thought at the end of the show where we had that situation where Sally Boy because he's pissed off and he's fucking had it with Vito. He locks Vito and Vincenzo in the dressing room, goes out, tries to confront the other Brothers of Funstruction, Joey Saccone or whatever his name is. And from there, basically, Sally Boy just gets his fucking ass handed to him by Joey Saccone, and then the Juggalo World Order. The
Juggalo World Order, yeah.
Who unfortunately lost the tag titles on this show.
Yes.
In that a second. But yeah, so there was just like this ending brawl in the show and ends up that all the baby faces essentially boot Sally Boy and Vincenzo straight out of the building, and the commentary seemed to suggest that they're done.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that's true or not. But the question will be then, obviously the Brothers of Funstruction are looking for revenge first and foremost. Who will be with Vito? It can't just be Vito, I would think.
No, he's got to have backup from somewhere.
Somebody's coming in from somewhere. Some Italian descent is coming in doing something with them, you'd think. Yeah, so good stuff there. Another big storyline on this show that was brought forward a little bit in a very yikes way was the what can I say his name? Danny Moe and
Barnabas,
motherfucking yes. Barnabas. Yeah, that promo was interesting.
Danny Moe has daddy issues.
Yeah, she's got daddy issues, and then Barnabas is nothing but a motherfucking asshole.
He's a fucking dickbag, dude.
Evil, even by JCW standards. He is a big old bag of dicks, bro. Yeah. So he came off healing like a motherfucker in that promo with Danny Moe. That was a polarizing promo, would be a good First, I was like, Danny Moe, okay, you're the heel here, or what's going on? And then it was made very clear at the end of it what was going on. But I still wonder where like the Outbreak is in all the fold in this. Barnabas
leaving Danny Moe at the carnival when she was 5 years old.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah, and then Danny Mo's mother died at birth.
Yeah.
And because of that, Barnabas was like, "You're a fucking piece of shit because you killed my love of my life." And what a weird fucking writing on this. And this would only work in this company.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but the thing is, it works in this company too.
It does.
It fits.
Yeah,
you know?
it totally fits it all. Yeah, it fits it all. Another storyline that was addressed on this show was that essentially Josh Bishop and Joel Gertner had made a deal at some point with Vince Russo to essentially like stay away from Caleb Connolly.
Yep.
Well, Gertner kind of babyfaced himself a little bit in an attempt to babyface himself and said, no, we're not doing that. We're coming for the title. Sorry. That's what's going on. Russo was pissed off and then set up Josh Bishop against the team of
Future Endeavors.
And shockingly, but Josh Bishop went over.
Yeah. He looked super strong in there against Matt Cross and Shane Mercer, dude.
Yeah, very much.
He looked really good in there.
Yeah. So somewhat baby-faced him a bit, I felt like. We'll see what the crowd does with it. But if you're working against Caleb Connolly, I would think that you got to...
He has to be the babyface.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see him being both heels going into the build. So here we go.
Yeah, man.
And then Sonny
Unify those titles, please.
Yeah, title for title. It's going to happen. Just, we just got to wait till the Juggalo gathering, but we'll get it. We'll get it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it. And then, Sonny Kiss showed back up. I guess Sonny Kiss had been on JCW before, worked against Sophia Rose, and Hollywood Haley J showed up as well.
Yep.
On here once again in JCW, back in the fold, and kind of aligned with Sonny Kiss now. We'll see where they go with that. Didn't have any signs of J-Rod on this show. I don't know if she's done or what exactly is going on, but we will see.
I mean, dude, if you look at it, she's working so many promotions right now.
She is.
So she's everywhere right now. So they probably just rotated her out of the out of the scene. Right. But I mean, quite honestly, they've done a pretty good job of retooling that division. And I think the opening match was a pretty good match to say the least. And again, evidently they're doing something maybe with Sonny Kiss and Haley J.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. But Hollywood Haley J is back in JCW as well. Yep. It's good to see how she responded to being on commentary as well. I thought she did extremely well with commentary.
Yes.
She just would not shut up, which is what you want when you put a wrestler on commentary.
Absolutely. Yeah. Her personality showcased to the max. I mean, like you said, she was like front and center and taking over that commentary in that match. So good stuff there. On the other side with the women, Hokane at the end of the episode, there was a kind of a cliffhanger with Hokane and Alice Crowley, where Hokane, I don't know where they're going with this. Is she gonna put a spell on her or something? Like,
dude, I think that that could be something that they do, but
or is it just simply she just took her down and that's?
I think she realistically, I think that she's just kind of ethered her and just kind of left her lying. So Hokane, who was mentioned to be a fan, somehow trespassed her way into the arena and built a shrine in the middle of the arena, despite not working there, and security not escorting her out of the building.
What the fuck?
Huh?
Yeah, I know. Somehow Mac Davis heard about it though.
Mac Davis, dude. And again, Mac Davis ambushes Big Al in the shitter.
Wow.
Again.
Wow, what a recurring gimmick on this show.
It's got to be a rib. That's got to be a rib.
It's got to be a rib. There's got to be something in there. Yeah. Man, oh man. But then we talked about it slightly, was the new tag champs.
Yes.
Choppa City are the new tag champs. They beat Willie Mack and Too Tough Tony thanks to the Backseat Boys interference a bit, things of that nature. So, new tag champs also on this episode.
Dude, Chapa City, a team that we thought we would never see again about a month ago, and now they're the Juggalo Championship Wrestling World Tag Team Champions.
Damn,
pretty wild.
Consider me surprised. I didn't think that was going to happen. So, but I'm all for a little variety in the tag team scene. The whole Willie Mack and Too Tough Tony. Hey man, they're great, but we gotta get it going a little bit. Gotta spice it up. So.
Yeah, I completely agree. And you know, realistically, it makes sense that, you know, you do put the titles on a team like Chapa City, because, you know, all love to Willie Mack. He's a hell of a dude. Too Tough Tony is a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, it was time. It was time to make that change. Absolutely. And it spices things up, but it also, you know, allows for fresh matches and, you know, fresh faces in the scene, which is important.
100%. So, yeah, I thought once again the episode went very quick, and I'm always eagerly looking for the next one next week for JCW. Lunacy, whoop whoop,
whoop whoop.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Yeah, the hits just keep on coming. We got stuff coming up this week. All right, so what are we looking forward to this week, Jed? Well, we're looking forward to Major League Wrestling Fusion for the 4th of July. We got the Bunkhouse Stampede, which should be a lot of fun, to say the least. What all else stands out to you on this flyer?
Yeah, so the Bunkhouse Stampede, that's coming up tomorrow on the special 4th of July Fusion. Dijak, Carl Anderson, we're continuing this feud with the Skyscrapers and the Good Brothers. So we got that ahead. Also, this new talent, LeBron Cozone, or Cozzoni. We didn't talk about his goofy ass angle with Satoshi Kojima on the last episode.
No, we didn't.
Fucking clothesline and tree bar, like trees.
Yeah, clothesline and tree trunks.
What the fuck?
Hey man, got to get that lariat right.
Well, what a way to debut that guy. By fucking having Kojima put him over for his durable ability to fucking clothesline tree trunks. So, hey, I'm cool with it though. I like it. That's a different way to debut a dude. So, then we got some stuff with Cross. We got some stuff with the questions with Bishop Dyer. They're going to follow up with that. And then, oh my God, Teddy Long.
Teddy Long's back
on a stage.
Hell yeah, man. MLW Fusion should be a blast. And 6:05 p.m. On the 4th of July on their YouTube channel. So check them out. But also, we got GCW Game Changer Wrestling doing their show, but they're doing Bash at the Ballpark. This is also taking place tomorrow.
Yeah, lots of 4th of July stuff, man. This is and at a ballpark. This one is highlighted by Joey Janela and Nick Gage.
Of
we'll
course.
See where they go with that one. I really don't. Janela putting over Gage. I mean, I guess he will.
I guess they're posturing Nick Gage to go back after that Ultraviolet Championship. That's the only thing I can figure.
Must be. Yeah, it must
That's
be.
the only thing.
Yeah.
But, man, elsewhere on this show, Megan Bain and Viperous. So Megan Bain coming back to GCW.
Yeah.
That should be a knockdown, drag-out affair, as it were.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cowboy Wade, Gresham and Jonathan Gresham, Tracy Williams, who I haven't seen in a while. That'll be cool. Orso and Stackhouse against the main event, who were broken up in House of Glory.
Yeah.
But here they are on this show, brother. Back together. So different promotions, different vibes. Yeah. Tony Deppen and Slade. That's a Styles clash if there ever was one.
My God.
Yeah. Holy shit, that
one's gonna be comedic.
It will be, yeah. I would guess that would probably open the show.
Yeah, that'll probably start it.
Yeah. Yep. And then we got even a JCW World Championship match with Charles Mason and Cheeseburger.
Yeah. The Jersey Championship Wrestling Championship is gonna be on the line.
Yeah, man.
Root of all evil himself.
Absolutely. Yep. All in the confines of baseball park.
You got to
On
love
July
it, dude.
4th. Is it any more American than that? Come on.
Can't get too much more American than that. But also another show that's going to be dropping tomorrow is the Future Stars of Wrestling FSW Liberty Mayhem. They're going to be doing the show from the FSW Arena. If you are local, you can take yourself down to the FSW Arena over on Harrison Drive and go check that out live and in person. But if you cannot be there live, you can watch this show live on YouTube. That's right. Live on the FSW YouTube channel will be Liberty Mayhem starting at 5 p.m. And you want to know some matches? Because I got a match card.
Please do.
All right, man. So we're going to have C4 versus Kevin Koa. We've got Lights Camera Faction versus The Asylum. Friends of the show, Lights Camera Faction. Maserati versus WWE ID talent Veronica Haven.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, always good to see them for sure. AJ Avon and Fox Valentine. They got some bitter bad blood from a tag team that they were in a while back. Makeshift Chemistry, and they held the FSW Tag Team Championships. And this appears to be a blow-off for that feud, which is awesome. And then the No Limits Championship, Jaden Cole takes on Davion Jaco. And in a what I'm sure will be the show stealer, the Mariachi Montana versus Live Danger, baby. Yes.
Bring that motherfucker on.
Yes. Both of those teams, sign me up. Also appearing on the show, heavyweight champion BYP, Nevada State champion Brett the Threat, and the Fight Club, Nick Xander, Bryce Saturn, Luke Curtis, and more. Again, if you're here in Vegas and you don't have anything going on, 5 p.m. tomorrow, July the 4th, as we're recording this, at the FSW Arena. And guess what? Tickets are actually free at the door for GA. So if you want a reserved seat, it's only $10. But if you can't make it there, or if GA happens to fill up, which probably will if you don't get there early, you can check it out on their YouTube channel. So definitely support independent pro wrestling and support FSW. If you have an independent promotion that we should check out, feel free to reach out to us on our social media. We are always looking to try new things. Likewise, if you are an independent promotion, if you are an independent worker, if you are a content creator, reach out to us. We would love to collab. And we love making this show as organic as possible. So that's what it's all about. But Jed, as we get rolling, why don't you give the people some final thoughts? Tell them where they can follow you and what they can expect.
Yes, sir. Super RedJed's the handle. RedJed's Wrestling Rinse is the name of the game on YouTube. And we got a lot of fun stuff coming up as soon as even this coming weekend near the end of the 4th of July weekend. We got the Ranties, folks, the mid-year Ranties.
Woo!
That is a look back at the first half of 2026. And myself and SinCitySteve will be tossing our thoughts on multiple categories of the best stuff of the year, as well as the worst stuff of the year that we've seen so far in a fantastic year so far of 2026. So that's coming up as we look right here at the mid of the year, back at 2026. Also, we got coming up ahead just next week, myself, I'm going to 2 big events that I will be dropping content from right on RedJed's Wrestling Rants. The ballpark baseball event that AEW is doing here in Minnesota at a Minnesota Twins baseball game on Friday night after the baseball game. I do not believe this is going to be televised in any capacity that I know of it yet.
You got one hell of an opportunity, brother.
It may be very unique indeed. This may be a first look if anybody wants to see what this is going to be like before it's dropped on any AEW social media or anything. Come to RedJed's Wrestling Rants. Also, New Japan G1 next Saturday in Chicago at the Now Arena. I am officially going over there on Saturday after AEW on Friday night. to check out the show. This is the first night of the G1 tournament. I gotta go. I'm doing it right on to Chicago. I love the Now Arena. We've been there multiple times for AEW shows. Has a lot of lore to it, a lot of history. That was where the first All In was as well. So what a perfect place to kick off G1. And then, of course, coming up later in the month into August, Indy shows aplenty in the Minnesota area leading up to SummerSlam. Got my SummerSlam tickets. Everything set for the week. And there'll be a lot of stuff to talk about in Wrestling Rants from all of those shows as well.
Oh, yeah. Awesome, man. We'll obviously give him a follow, subscribe to his channel over there on YouTube at Super RedJed. And just want to say thank you to everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, doing all the stuff that you guys do. We appreciate each and every one of you. Also, a very special thank you to all the brave men and women serving this country, whether you're doing it on lands foreign or domestic. Thank you for doing what you do so that we can do what we love to do. And last but not least, repsports.com, reppsports.com. Go there for all your pre-workout, weight loss, and general energy needs. Again, repsports.com. Use promo code Vegas at checkout. Save yourself 10%. And, dude, we got the 4th of July tomorrow, man.
Oh yeah, we got lots.
It's gonna be a blast, man. We celebrate America's 250th birthday. Yes. We get to take in some great pro wrestling. Get to obviously, keep all of the stuff in mind and check out some fireworks. If you guys are watching or listening and you haven't been to Las Vegas for the 4th of July, just know it is fucking awesome. Fireworks everywhere that you could think of. From all of the major resorts, both on the strip and off the strip. It is going to be a show. So, definitely going to be enjoying that stuff. But, thank you guys again for hanging out with us tonight. And until next week, we will see you guys next time.
Wow.
Did any of you have a great time tonight? Yeah.
With that, everybody, thank you for hanging out. We'll do it all again next week. Till then, happy wrestling.
Rolling up the strip under neon lights. Podcast mic is glowing in the desert night. Matt Michaels leading with the swagger tights. SinCitySteve right by your side. Alright. Rob Larry dropping truths, no fear. Broadcasting stories, make it loud and clear. From the Fremont edges to the Bellagio sphere. These bad boys rule, let me make that clear. Vegas bad boys, tearing up the scene.
To Matt Michaels and the Vegas Boys of Podcasting, this is John Cena saying thank you so much.